Hey everyone, Caffeine Man here, and all I've been hearing for days now, almost weeks, but not too many weeks, because I got to this review pretty quick, I think. But all I've been hearing is, hey Caffeine Man, are you gonna review that Prime Energy drink? Hey Caffeine Man, how come you haven't reviewed Prime Energy drink yet? And hey Caffeine Man, did you hear that Logan Paul and KSI created their own energy drink? As well as, if you don't review Prime by next week, Logan Paul and KSI are gonna come beat you up. Okay, I made that last one up. Hello again everyone, thank you so much for joining me today, and in today's video we are finally going over the Prime Energy drinks. And I say finally because it's only been out a couple of weeks, and I don't always get to things the day they come out, but I could have gotten to it faster if they happened to send it to me. But obviously, of course, they only send it to people that have at least 1 million subscribers to get some proper exposure. Not this guy. Apparently they don't type in energy drink review to see who has SEO on energy drinks. That guy, he's only got 42,000 subscribers. Don't even think about sending him any drinks. Not that I expect it. I buy a lot of energy drinks. But what can you expect from today's video? I'm first going to tell you a little bit about how this drink came to be and who actually owns the company. Then I'm going to go over some of the ingredients that make this drink special, and finish off with a taste test of all 5 flavors. There's 5, right? 5, yeah. Okay, yeah, all 5 flavors. Timestamps and chapters down below so you can go where you want to go. Not everyone wants to know all that other information. Now, if you were to do a simple search on Google to find out who owns Prime Hydration, or who makes Prime Hydration, or how Prime Hydration got started, or who the CEO of Prime Hydration is, you'll find numerous claims that this company was started by Logan Paul and KSI. And if you read through each one of these reliable sources, most of these sources were either paid advertisements or just people spreading misinformation, because anyone could enter information on the website. But in the world of the internet, this is very possible. It does happen quite often, since there are still millions of people in the world that think all energy drinks are bad for you. They just take the headline and run with it. And when people DM me, and people email me, and people call me on the phone, how did they get my number? You didn't give it out, right? All right. They would say, hey Caffeine Man, did you hear that KSI and Logan Paul made their own energy drink? And I immediately think to myself, KSI and Logan Paul did not make an energy drink. They didn't just decide to buy a company, sit around in a boardroom, come up with flavors, hire chemists and taste those flavors, figure out distribution, etc., etc., etc. They don't do that kind of stuff. Clearly, they were hired in a similar way to like LeBron James to push Rise, or Dr. Disrespect, inspiring the Game Fuel Citrus Cherry, which I just did a review on, by the way, if you're curious. And if you're confused because you thought that he was sponsored by G Fuel, that was quite a while ago. And that was Dr. Disrespect, but KSI was actually sponsored by G Fuel for a while. Actually came up with that orange vibe drink. Here he is. I wonder if they're still making the orange vibe under the KSI name, because if anything, starting your own company sounds like a conflict of interest for G Fuel. Anyway, the world of sponsorships have evolved quite a bit with the times, and in the world of online influencers, sponsorships can look a little bit different from time to time. One of those ways is for companies to reach out to very popular YouTubers or influencers in general and offer them a product to endorse as their own, and then just let the cash flow in from their popularity. But how do they go about doing this? Well, actually, for this case with Prime Hydration, it is actually by a company called Congo Brands. Congo Brands is a company that works with influencers to sell products. So rather than a company like Coke or Pepsi hiring a super popular superstar like LeBron James to push their product, they take these super popular online influencers, give them a product to promote as their own, because if you think KSI and Logan Paul made this product, you're more inclined to buy it than thinking LeBron James actually drinks Rise. I'm sorry, I keep saying Rise. It's Mountain Dew Energy. They got sued for using the word Rise, so please, lawyers, don't come after me. I corrected myself. And at this point, you might be saying, Caffeine Man, why are you hating on KSI and Logan Paul, saying they didn't come up with this? That's not very nice. I'm not being mean to them. If anyone's watched my channel, or if you're new to my channel, whenever I review a new company that's come out, I always give you a little background information about the company, and this is the truth about the company. If you don't believe me, just do a Google search for Congo Brands, because they are the ones that own the company, and it's all right there. It's all advertised that that's what they do. no, KSI and Logan Paul did not make these drinks. Now, all that being said, are they promoting a good product? Did they make a good product? I've heard that the hydration drinks were pretty good. People wanted me to review them. I asked them how much caffeine was in there, and they said they didn't know, and that ruined my joke because there was no caffeine in them, therefore I couldn't review them. But when you call yourself a hydration drink and you have 0% of your sodium in there, sodium being one of your biggest electrolytes for hydration, how hydrating is it actually? But I'm not here to talk about hydration. All I care about are energy drinks. So let's talk about what's actually in these drinks. Alrighty, now it is time for the fun part, or the boring part, depending on your personality. Let's take a look at the nutrition facts panel and ingredients. In this 12-ounce can, you're going to be getting only 10 calories, 0 fat, 55 milligrams of sodium, 4 grams of carbs, but 0 sugar, 0 protein. And for your vitamins, you're going to be getting 4% of your daily value calcium, 2% of your daily value potassium, 150% of your B6 and B12, as well as 15% of your daily value of magnesium. For your caffeine, you're getting a solid dosage of 200 milligrams in this 12-ounce can, putting it at 16.6 milligrams of caffeine per ounce. So you should be getting a decent amount of energy out of this energy drink. Unfortunately, it is synthetic caffeine and not natural caffeine. A lot of companies have been going with natural caffeine recently because natural caffeine takes the body slightly longer to process, therefore you're getting a longer lasting caffeine out of it, whereas synthetic caffeine hits you just a little bit harder, so you definitely know you'll be getting a boost of energy out of it. As for your ingredients, not only do they use regular carbonated filtered water, but they also added in some coconut water. A bunch of the ingredients listed in the ingredients list are preservatives and vitamins, so we already went over those. But interesting to note, the excitement meter just went up in Caffeine Man's head, but this drink actually uses L-theanine. I am a huge fan of L-theanine, and why is that? Well, the reason is L-theanine is one of the top nootropic ingredients in energy drinks, in my opinion, but not just my opinion. It's one of the top 3. There are 3 main nootropic ingredients that energy drinks use for nootropics, L-theanine being one of the main ones. L-theanine is an amino acid, most commonly found in green tea, black tea, and some mushrooms, and it is one of the top ingredients for mental focus, concentration, as well as many other brain functions. Researchers found that people that just took 100 milligrams of L-theanine can improve attention and reaction times, but in combination with caffeine, combining the two can help you stay alert and help improve focus. L-theanine has also been known to help with stress and anxiety, and in an interview in 2019 in Elle magazine, Taylor Swift said she uses L-theanine to help with her stress and anxiety. So yeah, you know, if she's using it, it is actually a great nootropic, an overall great supplement, and now that I think about it, that could be one of the reasons why KSI and Logan Paul put it in there, to show that there was no longer any bad blood between them. But besides that, not too many other special ingredients in here, but that should be enough. It is also sweetened by sucralose and ACE K. And now it is probably time for your favorite part, because you probably already skipped all the other stuff. That is the taste test. Let's head back over there. Just wanted you to see all these cans. Over 1,000 energy drink reviews. Alrighty, just gonna grab them out of my Caffeine Man fridge, and if you guys are looking to save money on lots of different kinds of energy drinks, mostly your sugar-free energy drinks, be sure to check out my website, caffeineman1.com. I have all my affiliate links there, and you should be able to save money on pretty much any energy drink. You can also find out a little bit more about me, and even sign up for my newsletter, where I go over what you missed last week and what's coming up next week. All you gotta do is subscribe to the website. Now, for your 5 flavors, we have Blue Raz, Tropical Punch, Orange Mango, Lemon Lime, and Strawberry Watermelon. And wow, my goodness, guys, could you come out with any more generic, basic, standard flavors? Nothing too exciting there. Makes me think they might just be part of those third-party private label energy drink companies. You know how I feel about those. If you don't, I did a video on it. Very, very, very informative video on a lot of energy drinks that you think might be good, but they're just mass-produced at some warehouse. But enough negativity, Caffeine Man. Yeah, that's where you said it. I'm not being negative. I'm just saying what my thoughts are. Blue Raz, very common, very standard for any energy drink line. So if they can do a good Blue Raz, they have a promise for the rest of the drinks. And the rest of the drinks, like I said, doesn't mean they're generic because they're common. It means they're doing a good job with the marketing, trying to get everybody to get these drinks because they're going with the most common flavors. If these common flavors do really, really well, then they can go ahead and decide if they want to make Hufflepuff's Multiverse Berrylicious. Feel free to steal that name. Let's taste them out. And here is the can. Extremely basic, very, very big logo on there and a very bright color to let you know what the flavor is. Straight and to the point, nothing fancy about these cans. All the information on the back and side like I already showed you. And yeah, I'm starting out with the blue raz because normally if you watch my channel, you know, I like to try and start out with the one I think I'm going to like the least and work my way up to the one I like the best. I'm starting off with the one I think I'm going to like the best because it's one of your most common energy drinks, blue raspberry. Better be a good one. Clear color. Moment of truth, guys. Unbiased reviews from a guy that has less than 50,000 subscribers. Let's taste it out. So for your carbonation, you're getting this medium to high carbonation, and it's right in the middle between medium and high. I don't think they're going too strong with the carbonation, which I like. For your sweetness, you're definitely getting a high sweetness. It's a very sweet blue raspberry flavor, which I don't mind. It's definitely high, closing in on the high end of high if you had a low end of high, medium, and high, but they didn't go too sickly sweet with it. And for your flavor profile, I am also going to give it a high flavor profile. This thing punches you in the face like KSI and Logan Paul in both of their battles. They duked it out and they took some of those punches and they put them into this drink. They're giving you a powerful drink. And is that powerful flavor good? Yeah, it's really good. So for all you thought that I was trying to hate on them, I wasn't hating on them. I was just presenting the facts to you guys. And no matter what I said, you put all that information to the side, you take a taste test. If it tastes good and has the ingredients like L-theanine that you like, then you buy it and you drink it. I think they really did a great job with the flavor. I'm looking forward to trying the other flavors now. If I thought that I was going to like that one the best because Blue Raz is definitely a preferred Caffeine Man flavor compared to the rest of them, it's definitely a solid drink. So why don't we go ahead, see how competitive it is with all the other Blue Razes, lots of Blue Razes out of this, and see where it actually, wait, before we do that, rather than just saying it's a good flavor, I get so distracted, you are getting a nice mix of a strong, sweet blueberry and raspberry flavor. They almost kind of complement each other. I would say you're probably getting like a 45% blueberry, 45% raspberry, and that other 10%, it's not on the can, it's not listed, and it could just be my taste buds picking up on something else, but there's this little bit of tart, well, there's a decent amount of tartness on the back end, but there's this little bit of flavor that I think is kind of like a lime in there, or some kind of little bit hint of citrus in there that really complements it well. So you're getting a nice blue raspberry mix, a little bit of citrus and tartness on the end, and it could just be that tartness that I'm tasting, but given how sweet it is, that little bit of tartness on the back is nice, making it an overall great drink. So let's go back and take a look at that Caffeine Man rating chart once again to see all the Blue Razes up there. And I am actually going to give this a 9.3. Yes, a 9.3. Now, if it's your first time here and you see all those other scores, you're like, really? All those other drinks are beating the majestic prime KSI Logan Paul drink? And yes, like I said, it is an extremely competitive category, but a 9.3, you don't just go throwing out 9.3s left and right. 9.3, anything in the nines is a great score. They are really beating out a lot of those other companies and being competitive with a lot of your big name, super big name brand companies. And that is saying something for a new drink just hitting the market. Let's stop talking about this, move on to the other flavors. Next up, we're gonna try the orange mango. I probably shouldn't even show you the cans because listen, they're all gonna have that prime logo and they're all gonna be a bright color that tells you what the flavor is. It's gonna be interesting if they come out with some other flavors that they already have colors for. Worry about that when they get to it. We are now going back in the order of the ones that I think I'm gonna like the least to the ones that I think I'm gonna like the best, and that is based on my personal preferences. Not really a fan of orange flavors that much, but I don't rate them on what I feel like they taste like. If they give you a strong orange flavor, you're gonna get a high score. The fact that they're putting mango in there is a little bit interesting. Don't think there are many orange mango flavors out there. I know there's peach mangoes and there's other stuff mixed in with orange and mangoes and stuff and yada yada yada. Let's just taste it out. Clear color. Pretty sure they're all going to be clear. Makes sense. A lot of companies going clear because it's better for you. So For your carbonation, I think you're going to be getting the same carbonation in all these. So to make the review go slightly a little bit faster, not going to talk about the carbonation anymore, but we are going to talk about the sweetness because the sweetness is a little bit different in this one. I would say you're on the low end of high for this one, so you're not at the medium end of high. So it is a subtle difference, but it is still a fairly sweet drink. But that orange and that mango both have a little bit of citrusiness that pull back from that sweetness on there, but it's still a sweet drink. For your flavor profile, I'm going to say it's on the low end of high. They're still giving you a potent punch of flavor, and for those flavors, it's a little bit odd because I did get a little bit more mango up front, and then that orange came in and it really kind of overpowered it. Not like too strongly overpowering it, but then for my next sip, I was tasting the orange a little bit more than the mango. So I would actually say you're probably getting like a 60% orange flavor and a 40% mango, which is kind of interesting because orange does tend to be fairly strong. I was thinking they were probably going to be like 80-20 or 70-30, but you are doing a good mix of the two flavors with a 60-40. But is it a good flavor? And I'm guessing if you like orange and you like mango flavors and you thought about combining them together, then I think you're really gonna like this drink. I think they did a good job with that orange flavor and with the mango flavor. The problem is, I think the reason why you don't see many orange mango flavors on the market is because the two flavors don't really seem to mix all that well. A good effort for trying to come up with a unique drink mixed in with all these other sort of standard flavors, but I'm not sure how well it's going to go over. But putting it on the Caffeine Man rating chart, I still think it's fairly solid drink. I'm going to give this an 8.7. Still a good score for a good drink, but I just think the flavor combination is a little odd. I'm not sure if it's really going to be for everyone. Here is the strawberry watermelon. Going with this one next because strawberry watermelon flavors is not a ton of strawberry watermelons, but there are a decent amount of strawberries that hit the market recently, which have been pretty good. There is a ton of watermelon flavors out there that flooded the market in 2020 and 2021. But to get strawberry and watermelon in there together, I've personally been looking for a nice sweet strawberry, which I've gotten, and I've been looking for a sweet watermelon, which I've also gotten, but I have not gotten a nice, sweet, strong strawberry watermelon. And given the last two flavors I had, I think they're going to be given a strong flavor. Let's taste it out. Clear color. Carbonation, we already know. Sweetness, you're going back up to that high sweetness. It's a really good amount of sweetness. And for your flavor profile, we are back up to that blue ras status of a high flavor profile as well. And this drink is really, really, really good. I was surprised by it because, like I said, I was hoping for a strong strawberry watermelon sweet flavor, and that's what they're giving you. They gave me exactly what I wanted, and I haven't had that yet for a strawberry watermelon flavor, and that's it's really good. You're getting this. I think you're getting more strawberry because a watermelon does tend to be a little bit lighter, but in general strawberry can be kind of light too, but the sweetness really brings up both of those flavors a lot, which is why I think you need a sweet strawberry flavor to really get a good strawberry. So if you guys have been looking for a solid, strong strawberry watermelon flavor, I would say you're probably getting like a 70% solid sweet strawberry out of here with a 30% sweet watermelon flavor, and it's a really good flavor. So let's go ahead and see how good of a flavor it is when I put on the Caffeine Man rating chart. My goodness. I'm going to give it a 9.5. I think it's a super solid flavor. I love that they did a strawberry watermelon. Really, really strong, really, really sweet. I am fairly certain that is probably one of my top rated strawberries, as well as some of my higher rated watermelon flavors. It's got to be close to the top. So far, I think strawberry watermelon is going to be winning the competition. 9.5. Great job, Prime Hydration, because you came up with a good drink. Not sure how much influence Logan Paul and KSI had in it, but I'm sure they love it too. If they didn't, then they're gonna say they love it, but they're gonna love it. I mean, it's a great drink. You guys are gonna love it too. I'm talking way too much. It's the caffeine. Tropical Punch next, and I'm doing this one second to last because there was this one guy, and of course millions of subscribers, whatever, who said that this was actually his favorite. Tropical Punch, not a preferred Caffeine Man flavor, but to say that Tropical Punch is your favorite, and he admitted that he normally drinks just Red Bull. So take that for what it's worth. But I have been looking for a tropical punch to kind of blow me away. Tropical punch, like I said, not my favorite kind of flavor, but there have been some companies that put a twist on tropical punch. And if this is different than your regular tropical punch, it stands a chance. Let's taste it out. Clear color. Carbonation, sweetness, boom, boom, you know those things already high for the sweetness. Flavor profile also high. And if you thought that I was picking on that guy for just drinking Red Bull, not knowing what he's talking about by saying that's his favorite flavor is the tropical punch, solid tropical punch. Definitely not my favorite of the line, but still, it's a really, really great fruit punch. And I think what they did with a lot of these drinks is all of them are pretty high in sweetness. So I'm throwing that out there because I tend to rate drinks higher if they have a strong sweetness and a strong flavor profile. So if you're someone who doesn't really like the sweet drinks or you like the more natural drinks, these really aren't going to be for you. They are definitely high sweetness, and they definitely go more towards like the strawberry watermelon might be more of a candied strawberry watermelon as opposed to natural. So just throwing all that out there because this tropical punch, and they also seem to have a prime flavor that seems to be going through the line. It took me to get to that fourth one, and I'm just noticing this common flavor in there that even though they're all strong in sweetness and high in flavor profile, there is something else in there, and whatever that something else in there from prime is, it's making the fruit punch taste a little bit better. Like I said, I normally don't like fruit punches too much, but I am not going to let that affect my score. I do like this tropical punch. I think they're giving you a premium tropical punch. I really think they're stepping it up and potentially going the route of like a Hawaiian punch, or to compete with something like a Kool-Aid or the Hawaiian punch, whatever that guy is. Is that just called Hawaiian punch? It's that Hawaiian guy. So looking at all those scores, you'll see that the Rise is one of the highest scores on there, and I only recently reviewed the Rise. It just came out like a couple months ago, and it hit that top spot, and no word of a lie, tropical punch prime gonna be tied for that top spot at a 9.5. Yes, a lot of drinks from primes in the 9s except for that one, that orange mango. It was close though, and now we gotta go for that lemon lime, and I have a feeling that that lemon lime is gonna be super solid as well, because that's the route they're taking. Good stuff. Lemon lime, same logo, same color. Taste it out. You know it's a clear color. Taste it out. It hit me. I should have been expecting it, but I was just trying to speed this review up along. Oh, man, this is going to be a long one. Sorry. I hope you guys watch it, at least the taste test part. But yeah. Yeah, so you are getting a high sweetness on the lower end of high, because that lemon lime, the citrus pulling back on the sweetness a bit, and flavor profile, it's high, and it's not on the low end of high. It's giving you a solid punch of lemon and lime flavor, and then on the end it's giving you that tartness, and it is just punching you and making you pucker. If you like a sweet and sour lemon lime, strong lemon lime flavor, and I'm talking an even mix here. I'm trying to figure out which is getting, I'm probably saying like 55% lime and like 45% lemon and 100% punch of power. Not one of my preferred flavors, lemon lime, but definitely feel like I went in the right order, because these drinks are really, really, really great. And I am actually, this is going to be, I'll put it the Caffeine Man rating chart, probably going to be one of the top lemon lime flavors that I had. It's not going to hit that Hyde level. That Hyde was a little bit more potent than this, but this is very, very, very potent. I am going to be giving the Prime Lemon Lime a 9.6. Solid lemon lime flavor. You guys like your citruses, you guys like your sour tart flavors, you're going to be getting a nice one here. It's not going to be competing with like Sour Patch Kids and things like that for the sourness. It's not super sour, but it is a strong tartness that you want out of your lemon lime drinks, or that I want on my lemon lime drinks. And even though it's a 9.6, I will not be drinking that again again because it's not a preferred caffeine banned flavor. I'm not letting that bias my review. It's still a great drink. I will be drinking this a bunch more, and I never thought I'd be saying I'd have a strawberry watermelon flavor before I have a blue raz, but it's because they did a better job with this than the blue raz, even though the blue raz is still a good flavor. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Great job to Prime Hydration. Got some winners on your hands. Leave me your comments down below if you've tried this already, what you thought of it, and until next time, have yourselves a great day. Or night.